Welcome to Musings with me. I'm Lisa, and I hope that wherever this finds you in your day, it finds you with the love and blessings it is intended with. So enjoy this episode, and I'll catch you on the other side. Hey, gorgeous people. Welcome to Musings with me. I'm Lisa, and today we're diving into something a little different, which has definitely been on my mind lately, not my lined mately. Parenting, or more specifically, how we, as parents, need to grow alongside our children. You know, how easy it is to get caught up in the idea that we're here to mould and shape our kids into these perfect little beings. But what if the process of raising them also means raising ourselves? Today, I want to talk about that delicate balance between nurturing our children and letting them grow, and how finding that balance can create a foundation of trust that actually lasts a lifetime. So I'm going to start with a metaphor I like to call the pot theory, which I did get from my mentor, Kate Ruby Aroha. So there's my plug out to Kate, and check out her podcast. This came from a conversation that she had talking about the pot and where it ends. So today I'm talking about the pot theory and a different type of weed. So if you imagine your child as a seed, right? When they're born, you place them in the best soil you can find. Maybe it's your love, maybe it's protection, maybe it's your values, and you water them with your attention, you water them with your care, and you watch in absolute awe as they sprout and grow and start to show their own unique colours. And as they get older, you realise they need more room. So you move them to a bigger pot. You add some fresh soil, maybe even mix in a bit of compost to keep them nourished. This new pot might contain school, sports, friendships, experiences that help them stretch their roots further and deeper. But here's the thing, what happens when we keep our kids in a pot that doesn't suit their root type? Maybe it's too small, maybe it's too constricting, or maybe it's just not the right environment for them anymore. If we don't give them room to spread out, to find their own nutrients in the world, they're going to start to wither. They're going to become root bound and stunted and unable to grow in the ways that they are meant to. You know, I think about this a lot when I reflect on my own parenting journey. There have been times when I've clung way too tightly and been afraid to let go because I didn't want them to make mistakes, to get hurt, or to feel lost. But in doing that, was I really helping them? Or was I just keeping them in a pot that was comfortable for me? You know, after all, as a parent, all I want to do is keep them safe from going through the heartbreaks in life that I went through. But in hindsight, isn't that the bittersweet beauty of life? All the nuances of life itself? I mean, it's actually those experiences that have made me who I am today, that compassionate, caring, and protective mama bear, you know. And only the thing is, you see, when we helicopter parent and we hover over every decision, controlling every environment, we're not just protecting our kids, we're also stifling their growth. We're not allowing them to explore their own world and to make mistakes and learn from them. And that's where the trust comes in. Trust isn't just about them trusting us, it's about us trusting them. Trusting that we've given them strong enough roots to weather the storms, but also that they'll find their way, even if it means a few wrong turns. Think back to a time in your life when you felt root bound. I know I can think of plenty of times when I felt root bound. For you, maybe it was a job that didn't allow you to grow, a relationship that kept you small, or even a belief system that no longer served you. How did that feel? Suffocating, right? But what happened when you were given a new pot, a new environment that allowed you to stretch out, to grow? You thrive. Or if you don't thrive, you learn and you grow anyway. You become more of who you were meant to be. That's what we want for our kids, to give them that new pot, which still has some guidance. You're not just sticking them out in the middle of the bush and going, hey, there you go. You're still giving them a pot. It's just bigger than the pot that they were in. And that's what we want for our kids, to give them that new pot, that opportunity to grow into themselves, not into who we think they should be. So how do we find that balance between overbearingness and being disengaged? So that starts with communication. Open, honest, and sometimes really uncomfortable conversations that allow both you and your child to express your needs, your fears, and hopes. It's about creating safe spaces where they can explore who they are without fear of judgment. And it's about stepping back when they need space, but also stepping in when they need that guidance. But there's more of that in another podcast where I talk about listening and communication, which is coming up soon. So you can catch more of that. So we're talking about having those conversations and having activities that foster trust and growth. And that can be as simple as family dinners, where everyone gets to share their highs and lows of the day. Or it could be as adventurous as a camping trip, where they get to take the lead on setting up the tent. It's not about the activity actually itself, it's about what that opportunity that is created for connection, for learning, and for that mutual respect of each other. And here's 5 more ideas to consider. Number 1, volunteering together. Choose a community service project and work on it as a family. Whether it's serving meals at a local shelter, participating in a neighbourhood cleanup, you could go around walking and picking up all the cans, or helping out a charity event. And volunteering teaches empathy, teamwork, and importance of giving back. And I've been so grateful that Scouts for My Boys has enabled our family to do that together. We go and do the barbecues, we go and do car parking, and we work together, and they get to take the lead on some of those things. Another thing could be cooking a new recipe. Have a challenge. Pick a new recipe to try together and make it a family cooking night. Let each person in that take on a different role. Some might be prepping the ingredients, some might be setting the table, and that doesn't just build practical skills that they can take out into life. It encourages collaboration and creativity in the kitchen. You could have a cook-off and challenge. You could get into 2 teams depending on how many you have in your family, and get that going. A little bit of fun and a little bit of banter, as well as learning those new skills. You could have a family game night. Set aside a regular evening for board games or card games. Games can reveal a lot about problem-solving styles, competitiveness, and cooperation. And I can tell you, I do not do Monopoly. I will do anything except for Monopoly. I am showing my true colours here, and I'm okay with that. They also offer a fun way to bond and understand each other's perspectives. And for those who don't like to play game nights, find a really simple game to play. We can get my hubby to play Ligretto. It's a really simple dice rolling game that engages him without too much thinking after a really long day working, because the last thing he feels like doing sometimes is coming in and playing board games with us. But if we can do the Ligretto one where all he's doing is tipping 6 dice out and putting them in order from 1 to 6, he's okay and he's good to go. And it's something where we can all have a laugh and we all get to engage together. Something else you could do is outdoor activities. Go on nature hikes, bike rides, or explore a local park. allow your kids to take the lead on that route, or of setting up a picnic, or facilitating that day. Okay, they might not be at driving level. Maybe they are. Maybe that's what you allow them to do. You allow them to pick the route and take you somewhere on their L's. These activities offer a break from screens, and they create space for meaningful conversations in a really relaxed setting. Maybe not while you're with the team doing the driving on the L's, but maybe when you arrive somewhere. Something else is storytelling sessions. This might not be for everybody, but for some families, this will fall really, really well for you. Create a family tradition where everyone shares a story from their past, real or make it up. This could be done around a campfire, during a car ride, or maybe even before bed, lying on the bed with your kids and telling stories. Or you could even lie on the ground and make stories up from the clouds. So it encourages open communication, and it helps family members understand each other's experiences and values. So each of those activities that I've just talked about, they're more than just a way to spend time together. They are opportunities to build those deeper connections, to show trust and create some really cool lasting memories. And by engaging in these shared experiences, you're not just having fun, you're laying that groundwork for a relationship built on respect and understanding. And let's not forget, growing together means we're also evolving as parents. I know I'm not the parent that I was to my daughter who's just about to turn 25, as I am the parent to our youngest who's just about to turn 13. I have done so much growing in that time. And even then, the other day, I apologized to my daughter for not being the parent that I wished I'd been able to be for her, because I didn't know what I know now. And nobody's asking anyone to know everything. What we're hoping for is that as parents, we grow and evolve alongside our children. So we're learning to let go, to trust, and we're learning to embrace the unknown. And that's not always easy. And there will be times when we get it wrong, and that's okay. And just like our kids, we're still growing. We're still finding our way, and that's a beautiful thing. And in the growth of ourselves along the way, our children experience us as lifetime learners, and watch how we shift and expand as we take on new thoughts and new ideas. So, you know what? As you go about your day, think about the pot your child is in right now. Is it the right size? Does it give them the space they need to grow, to spread their roots? And what about you? Are you giving yourself the same opportunity to grow alongside them? Remember, parenting isn't just about raising children, it's about raising ourselves too. So thanks for joining me today. I so hope this resonates with you, sparks some reflection, and maybe even inspires a new approach to parenting. Let's keep growing together, one pot at a time. And if you need support, there's Parent Line, Kids Line, Beyond Blue, or reach out and I'll see what I can help with. May this land for you with the intention it is meant with love, with understanding, and with a good dose of when the bleep are you going to do it, because tomorrow never comes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in as always. And I'm sending mountains of love to you. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.